We are all gathered here today to address the mysteries of my life. Am I not back with yet another big skaka? But well, this one does happen. But you know what? Let's get into it.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be made for me.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you that are new here, Kalina Kibunolo Kimaradia Motane, and welcome to my returning subscribers, my day ones, and welcome back. Thank you guys so much for the love, for the support, for gracing me with your presence in my videos. One day I'm going to do great things for you. Welcome you guys once again. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that little nice cute subscribe button right below this video and leave those notifications on so that each time we release a new video you are up to date and notified. I'm shooting this video on a Sunday, so happy Sunday. You're not gonna see it on a Sunday obviously, but from me to you, from a lifetime type of thing, happy Sunday and welcome back you guys. I'm sure by the title of this video you can see life happens to the best of us. Yeah, but before we get into the story time, please get yourself a little something to drink. Malating ke dirisa di glassnyana tse di dark because la njaja. Leng sendela di inbox le mpotsa gore ele gore ke nwa eng se brown se golden. Ke eng se golden se nwang? Lona la jajana lona ke lona la jajana le sang jaja. Oh. So get yourself a little something. If you're detoxing, get yourself a green tea. If you are getting rid of the babalas, get rid of the babalas with something that brought the babalas alive. Whatever it is, do it in huggies. You get me? So welcome you guys once again. Tradition of this channel. Let's talk about my makeup. Are we gonna talk about how cute my makeup is? How cute I am. Anyway, you guys, let's get into the gist of things. As you all know, as most of you have seen, I have a bouncing baby girl who is 6 years of age as we speak. So the story time I'm going to tell you is 7 years ago. Boma, 7 years ago. So, a little bit of a background. Wait again, like, in my last video, kare a go na le department e ke tsentseng ke kgaogane le yone. Well, it's doing better now, but then like, I don't think they were part of my journey, if I can say that, but I'm grateful for this little girl, guys. I love this little girl. So let's track back 2016. So 2016, I was dating this other guy. I was dating this other guy. We were, you know what? We were head over heels in love with one another. Or maybe can in love. Wait till you confirm in public because no we were head over heels in love. Can't take in love. So I can't be using such strong words. But we were in a relationship. We met at at a choir. Was a nice person. We thinking sometimes say, nice guy, met, you know. Yeah, we were together for some time, and I think we were together for like 2 years before this child could happen. Was it 2? A year and some change. Almost 2 years before this child could happen. So cool. This guy was from back home, and I was in varsity at that time. So me being in varsity, I used to go home on the weekends, because some of the weekends, because home wasn't that far. Home was like 60 k's away. So I mean, why wouldn't I go home? And then my mom used to visit me every weekend, go varsity. One day. So no, Guy and I met at the choir. We got along, and then we started seeing each other a lot, you know. When I go home, I would see him. When he is free, he would come visit me in varsity, like the works. So yeah, we went on for some time. Nearly this guy nearly ex-year this other girl, and when I started dating him, I didn't know who ex-year that girl, because I like that girl. Like, she's a cool person. So usually I shy away from dating people that have dated people that I know. I didn't know until like we were like deep into this thing. You get what I'm saying? So we used to have choir rehearsals twice a month, the second week of the month and the last week of the month. So we met each other on those weekends, you know. And you get what I'm saying? I would go to his house at times. I would sleep there, and then maybe the next day go home, or the other way around. You get what I'm saying? As time went by, mama na itse gore go na le moshimane ko toropong o irang gore bonolo a ska tla gae gore moshimane ona the way nna ntaga ka teng a ke rate the way ne ke behave ka teng ge ke jela le moshimane, because what the hell. Cool. Like, we saw each other so much, guys. Like, we saw each other, like, you know. And shame, it was good, it was great. And I think choir was also nicer. The organization in yana bo choir bo eng di monate ho na le motho. They're nice when you have a partner ko teng. So partner ko teng. I get over na le boyfriend, my current partner. Sorry to just cut this story in between. I met that man at work. I just thought I should tell you guys. But anyway, back to the story. Also, let's give this man a name. Let's give him a name. We're going to call him we're going to call him Mgijimi, running man, because that's what he did. What? Anyway, so Mgijimi and I were like hitting it. We were great. Bona guys, the way near thing was healthy. But I'm going to do another story time about Mgijimi, because this one is just more about how I found out I was pregnant. Another story time, because was a one kill fan. Was a one kill. Anyway, Mgijimi and I Sechola kumnandi da. And then so he would visit me in university, and I would visit him at home, You know what? You guys understand this most, how this thing worked. So cool. And then I think the following year, obviously guys, we used to do the things that grown-up people do. We used to do those things. Great stuff. So with Mgijimi and I, like, guys, the way at the rate it was going, like, I can't stay a mistake. Was a shock. Wasn't a mistake, a shock. I was just like, oh my god, I didn't think it would happen, and then it happened. So cool. Netball season. So I have always been playing netball. I've played netball for as long as I can remember. So when I got to varsity, I still played netball. And when I got to varsity, then I made the first team, like first year in varsity, all the way. You get what I'm saying? So with me playing netball season was always in winter. Ne? So 2016. Yeah. 2016, Cabo June. Then we went to the USAs. But the USA is where universities, we play netball, for the whole week. That year, we went to the USAs, go Cape Town. Cheap as our university was, they made us drive from Mafeking to Cape Town. Please count those hours for me. I mean, count them. That's fine. Guys, I was as skinny as they come. Oh. So, Rakemba, a week before we go to the USAs, we go for camp in campus, Rakemba, and then at the end of the camp, and then there was this guy, Shem. This guy used to like me. This guy liked me, ne? Mari. I would always say to him, my relationship in Mukijimi is the man of my dreams. That is the man that I am going to spend the rest of my life with. Spend the rest of your life So there's this guy that liked me so much, and he wasn't giving up. Like, he was all up in my case. He wasn't giving up, ne? But I was always just like I struggle to be harsh with people. I struggle to like push people away. Like, I don't like you. Like I slowly do it. I warm you up to the idea that I cannot like you the way you like me. You get what I'm saying? So cool. That guy was one of the sports committee members. So when we go for netball, one of the sports committee members has to go with us. So cada week at the USAs, we go to netball, guys. We go for netball. The guy comes with us because one of them has to come with us. So we drive to Cape Town. I can assure you that was the longest trip of my life. Ne? That entire trip, like I was nauseous as hell. And nothing in me says test for pregnancy. Like, nothing in me is like, my sister, we meet zero. Ke moody, ke lazy. You name them. Like, my coach was always complaining about me. It's just like, waiting. Apart from the fact that you are doing the job that I want you to do, what the hell is going on? Why are you so lazy? Why are you like, I was complaining all the time. Nigga complainer. My team members, I was short-tempered. I remember I even had, at that same trip, I remember I had an altercation little more. If she still remembers, you must subscribe to her YouTube channel. I remember I had an altercation little more, and it was out of nowhere, for nothing. Oh, guys, I was impatient. Like, and shame, I had one of my friends who was so patient with me, ne? She was just like, Kante, what's wrong with you? I'm just like, there's nothing wrong with me. Something's wrong. Hey, like, I'm starting to change. Like, I'm changing. But nothing is like, test, my sister. Test. Nothing in me is there. Like, that's the last thing I'm going to think about. Now, who likes me? He's sitting next to me in the bus. When we were coming back from netball, now we're driving back to Mafeking, another, I think it was 16 hours, guys, if I'm not mistaken, because also we're driving with like a minibus. So it's not going to drive fast. Like, we are on a very long trip. Huangka, omong ubute KFC, omong ubute stairs, omong uja, omong rote di kago, coaching ka fa di kago tsa gene dingka, a di rote a di beile mo passaging. Ya base. Ka fa ke ba pile le moshimane all that says he likes me. Cologne wa ge yankga. Guys, I think my window was open the whole time, whether it was at night or whether it was during. My window was open the entire time. People were complaining. I was like, yo. I had my window open the whole time because I was just like, I'm going to vomit anytime now. And the worst thing was, I had nausea, but I wasn't vomiting. We drive back. After we drive back, like I need you to understand that when it was the USAs, I think days later we were opening at school. So it was pointless for me to go home because we were opening in a few days. So I went back to school, Mina. I was there alone, struggling on my own. You know what? Towards the days where schools open, then I decide I'm going to clean my room. But in me cleaning my room, I'm craving specific food and I don't have that food in my room. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me clean and finish. Then as soon as I'm done, I'm going to walk to Mega City, get the food that I want, come back. And the worst part was it's food that I had to prepare in order to eat. So I'm like, no, let me clean, sorry. I take out my laundry, take it to the laundry thingy. I changed my bedding. I hated the color brown. All of a sudden, next time I brown, and then my bedding had like shades of brown where it had cream white, fawn, brown. I was like, keep. I took it out. I went, I cleaned. As soon as I finished cleaning, then I was like, let me walk to Mega City. Guys, I want you to understand that like that was after hours. Like hours. I walked to Mega City. Let me tell you what I was craving. I was craving spinach, sesinaling ditapule, le letswai, le mafura, fela. Like that's all I wanted. I didn't want anything else. Ka borotho wa ko Shoprite. Boko bo gagolanyana ke boja. I be like bo batle bo slice it. Ne ke bo batla bo ntse fela hello. Still warm, straight from the bakery. That's all I wanted. So, ke ile go reka spinach le ditapole le borotho. A tsena ko Shoprite ke reka dilo tse ke di batlang. Ge ke santse ke eme for tilling. I want you to understand that I hadn't had food for hours. Ke santse ke re ke eme for tilling. I get dijo tse le yang ke borotho bo le bankeng ga ke nno le ke a fainta. Clips, lights out. Manje sengidlala igame yabelungu ngiyafeinta. I get a claps open eyes bophelong. Hey bula matlhome yo mongwe o ntare a bathong nana o montle yang wena ga to ile ko Shoprite. A nana bathong o montle gore ga to ile ko Shoprite. So ntare we're going to draw your blood so that we can do tests because we're not sure why you are acting like that. And because it's busy, and because I was in casualty, I literally just got there. She was like, it's going to be a quick process, so I'm just going to take your blood. I'm going to draw your blood, and then I'm going to go and get it tested. I need blood so that I can get like something accurate. You get me? So I can go casualty, but hey, I got this battle. I'm sorry, not a fan. So I because I don't think I was the only one. I wasn't the only patient. So I like most probably there was a line there where they test blood. Hi guys, against the game. Passage. How is it pregnant? Why won't the whole day usage? Walk. Stop the bus. What do you mean by that?
Stop. What do you mean by that?
Yo, hold it. Hold it right there. What do you mean? Mom's all around. Oh, how is it when I get pregnant? When I'm pregnant, why? Have it our cheek. Yo, mata. Guys, wa passage la go plane ke passage ne ke bone ya e boela go morago yana e nna telle yana e boela e rive ke tsewa ke didi yana. I was like, what in the actual fuck? Mam Zolong Tare, no, not only are you pregnant, you are almost 4 months pregnant. I see your belly is not showing, but you are almost 4 months pregnant. No, let's go and do a scan. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? What is going on? I said, no, there's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on here.
Mom's already, no. Look at the period. Because she's like, if your pregnancy is still early, the days on the sonar are accurate. They're as accurate as possible. Guys, ke freeze it. I'm just like, what is going on? Hey, no, fine. I'm just like, Mom's is like, also, there's nothing you can do about this. It's late. From my own opinion, it's late. It's going to put your health in danger. Because now I was already asking about termination, and I'm not going to lie because I felt like it wasn't time. I couldn't. Not at that point of my life because I was doing final year and I was planning to go back for my honors. So I was just like, cut it. Your brace is way too high. You need to cut it. Cut it. Mamzo was like, it's late. Wanake, it is late. I am sorry. I'm going to talk to you from a parent perspective. I know how you feel. I know what you are thinking, but it's late. You can't. There's nothing I can do. 4 months. 4, guys. 4. I found out I was pregnant 4 months later. And in that 4 months, I was getting my periods. My periods started getting faint at the 5th month. That's when my period stopped. I was like, clearly this child wanted to be here. Why? I'm panicking. I would do it. Kana ke faintile, and then me fainting, I ended up Kobo Pilong, and then Kobo Pilong Barinna get pregnant. This motherfucker says to me, I am so happy. I'm like, what the fuck are you happy about? He's like, I want that child. Where is he right now? Wanyamalala. Bonam Gichimi. At that time, he was happy. The parents, you know. Go fitlha part ele e nna ke tsentseng ke bolele di parents tsaka o itse gore ke ga ke na le stress ke misa di class. Guys, I cannot tell you how I passed my final year, and I passed my final year way better than all of the years ke di tseneng go sekolong fela. My results were great. Mari give me study class. Now I have to tell my mom. And the only way I can tell my mom is if I tell my sister. I text my sister, I'm like, there's something I need to tell you. Before I could say anything, she's like, are you pregnant? I'm like, yes, I am. And she goes, congratulations. I'm like, okay. Then she comes back, she's like, you know what? I'm disappointed because I think I've had this conversation with you before, whereby I really didn't want you to have a child now. I wanted you to finish school, you know. You've seen how my life has turned out, and then now you want to fall into the same trap. You cannot fall into the same trap. So you have to come home, and then we have to tell mama. Because I'm like, mama. Mama, pregnant. Mama, you bulldozer. Mama. I'm pregnant. I go home. Rented the whole weekend. Friday, kita no go Friday. Go feta Saturday. Sunday. My sister goes to my mom. She tells my mom. My mom calls me. My mom is like, I want to use her exact words. I'm more disappointed than, you know what, it's a child. We'll raise that child, but I'm disappointed because I thought you would finish school, you know. And it was my final year because I gave birth after, but she was like, I wanted you to have a job and then you can have a child. For me, that's it. That's what I wanted for you because I don't want you to be stuck here. My mom is sad. I know my mom bought her. We let me tell you guys, my mom was my boyfriend. After I told my mom I was pregnant, she tried to send me more money to buy healthy food and you know, she was there. When I went home, because I gave birth the next year, February. My mom, when I went home December, when I was done writing exams and I moved back home, my mom would buy me the food that I liked almost every day. I had some mirkong and every time she went to town, she would try to get me something. Like, it was just like, Mugijimi aleteng mara ase wait one day. But that's how I found out I was pregnant, guys. I was traumatized, and you know what, I think it also tempered with my plans because I felt what my parents felt. I felt what my sister felt and my mother felt. Like, I was just like, I could have waited, but I can assure you that girl is the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. I love that girl. I love that little biscuit. So I gave birth the next year and it was just like, oh, yeah. But more than anything, I was grateful that I actually completed my degree, because had I been pregnant ka second year, it would have. So I managed to complete my degree. I just didn't go back for my honors because I really wanted to go and do my honors degree. And I was just like, you know what, I will do it at my own time. I will do it whenever I do it. So yeah, that's how I found out I was pregnant. And then a month after giving birth, Jimmy decided to leave his job, and supporting the child was something tricky since. And then at some point it stopped completely. Story for another day. That's another story time that we will have. But otherwise, that's how I found out I was pregnant. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that story time, because that is the end of it. Once again, if you're new here, remember to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that each time we release a new video, you are up to date and notified. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys, and bye.